Still as rainy as ever.
Rain? Rain again. Is this just a constant?
I don't know. It probably is. I wouldn't be surprised if citizens of this district ended up wanting it because it looked moody.
Well, is this Gotham City? It's always raining there. Yeah.
Just looking at this seems to be an old advertisement.
Yeah, I think I can tell.
Really, because apparently Jack told me he found an
doesn't quite apply anymore.
Yes. Wish I did. I remember Jack being very interested in it. I mean, to be fair, I don't think it was about the badges for him. I think it was just for the sake.
I don't know. Also, I love hearing the sound of distant sirens just off somewhere else in the city. Someone's either been murdered or suffered a fatal accident.
Or there's a robbery. Who knows?
Or something's been lit ablaze. One of those three things.
Who knows? I mean, in this rain, I wouldn't be surprised if something could still be set afire. And hey, this at least gives us something to do and gives our partners time to pursue their own measures.
Well, fair enough.
And, well...
He was always wasn't here.
Yes, very festive. Frankly, I should have changed my hoodie to compensate, but oh well.
You see that? I mean, well, I'm here, and the only thing that's changed is that I'm wearing arm warmers, and that's it. Mainly because it's a little cold.
Oh, fair enough, and the rain wasn't helping either.
Why is everyone being on one side and not the other?
Everyone likes talking in one spot. Greetings.
What you need, boss? I presume it's food. Or drinks.
Oh, yes. Let me just get sat down, at least. I'll just take a margarita for now.
Yes. A margarita.
And I'll take a cherry soda.
Understood.
Not in the mood for alcohol right now?
Not right now.
Alright.
Besides, I already... Hang on, I have you.
The prices are there on the menu. If you need to, use the tab. When you are ready to pay, use the tab pad.
Fair enough.
I'll bring it over.
Yeah, so I can at least pay while it's in my head. 15 for margarita, and what was it? What'd you order again?
Cherry soda.
That's 10, isn't it?
I got it. Yep.
Alright. There we are. There you are.
I hate.
These counters were not designed with those for shorter arms, huh?
No, I just have a massive chair under my ass.
If it works, it works.
Believe it or not, I used to have to get around on this thing. It was a life, he had a life, or it still has a life support system, I just don't actively use it. And it has a server rack mounted on the back of it. I'm a software engineer and a robotics engineer. I also work on cybernetics, so. At the time, I had muscular dystrophy, and I was dying of it, and needed a means to get to and from places with that, using an all-terrain vehicle that could support me. And that's where this chair came from. I eventually got cured of the disease itself. Now I just use it for convenience.
When you have
a
it.
shit ton of money on it.
Fair enough. When you do have it, might as well make use of it.
Hey, this damn thing's a Cadillac of chairs, dude. It's got a hell of a fucking shield mechanism on it. I put a photonic resonance shield on it, or excuse me, sorry, I need to use it by the non-scientific term, the hard light shield.
Ah, yes.
When it's not that photonic resonance barrier, people call it hard light. Anyway, nerdy shit aside, if it senses that a shot has been fired or an attack is inbound, the shield activates. The shield, there's also a semi-ambient shield that stops radio frequencies from piercing it.
Fair enough.
Basically, there's a Faraday cage around me, so like cell signals and shit like that doesn't fuck with my cybernetic implant.
Ah, yes, I can imagine that could be quite the bother.
Firewalls and ice is nice, but making sure that the hackers can't get to you to begin with also works.
True. I do count myself fortunate to not have any cybernetics.
Being
I
one,
need them.
I know what they can do and what bullshit they're going to use against me.
Yes. Hell, even Jack's cybernetics are more analog than anything, well, more modern, I suppose.
Jack?
Armsy.
I didn't know that was his real name. Huh. Anyway,
Not a lot of people do.
Not a lot of people have. He only just got into the habit of starting to use his real name normally.
I am that big goober or decent enough friends. I talk to him every chance I get.
Fair enough, and I imagine he talks to everybody he can.
He does. I mean, it's kind of hard for people to not, because, you know, big arm backpack on his back.
Very
People
true,
are like,
not
"What?"
exactly hard to spot.
People are just like, huh? That looks cool, what is that? I'm talking
True,
to
true,
the-
he is quite the eye catcher, hence her.
I can definitely say that.
Yes, no mistake.
Caught more than just my eye.
True. Currently, he's caught your hands.
Oh yeah.
In both the romantic and violent manner.
You know, I never asked about Silas's cybernetics. Do you think he has countermeasures in place just in case, you know, someone tries to mess with his shit?
I never did ask that question.
Or does he just shoot anyone if they try and actually do something?
Dude's an engineer. Well, no, that's the problem. When it comes to netrunners, they can do it wirelessly from a distance.
That is
They're called
the
remote
issue.
hacks. Netrunners can look at you and go, "Oh, you're now on fire."
I don't even know how that...
What's that?
Well,
You're
should've got
cybernetic eye?
Sophia
I don't
open.
anymore. It's now a bomb.
Oh, your fucking Kuroshi optics no longer work. Oh, is that a grenade in your pocket? Beep, 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 beep.
And that's why you don't have grenades. That's probably why I prefer the more analog, like, pineapple type grenades.
Yep, and, you also have the, there's cameras, there, door sensors, there, window sensors,
That's the issue with her.
look, infrared lasers everywhere.
That's why you want to try and keep stuff on at least separate networks.
Along with my normal Kuroshi optics have DNA scanners. I don't scan anyone without their consent, but Partly because I can't. Like, obviously scanny, because when I do, a big red light comes out of my eyes and goes, wheel, wheel.
True. I imagine that it would be quite difficult to be stealthy with it.
Artie, if I randomly disappear, my dumbass forgot to plug my charging cable in, so I am at very low power.
Oh.
Honestly, I Empire got this. It'll take 15 to charge your shit.
It takes 2.
You'll be fine.
2 hours.
2 what?
Hours. The more annoying thing with it.
One way to be like, I'm low on charge, I'll just spend the rest of the evening on break.
What do you think Soros has in place to try and stop stuff, aside from standard firewall?
I'm not sure. We haven't had a scenario of netrunners in the wastes.
Netrunners tend to stick pretty close to city centers. Some do exist in the wasteland, but that's a little harder to do because getting resources to maintain your shit is difficult.
It's significantly
That and
difficult.
connection. That and getting net connection out in the middle of fucking nowhere is next to impossible.
You basically just have to hope the place you're
You
looking
can.
to hack into somehow has a radio tower available. Which, granted, my compound
No,
does.
you have to
but-
make sure your fucking you have to make sure your base of operations has a fucking satellite dish.
Pretty much, yes.
Doing a dive using a radio tower won't give you enough bandwidth to do a net run. You need a fucking satellite connection. And I've used cell towers. What was I going to say? Like, normal ice and firewalls are decent protections. They're decent protections. However, here's a little tip for you. See your jacket there? Or, I'm guessing that's your shirt.
Jacket,
You have
shirt,
a jacket with a hood. A good way to get around it, if you use cybernetics, is to take a normal hoodie, put wire, like chicken wire, on the inside of the hood, then put another piece of cloth, like felt, on the outside of that. Stitch it into the hood and the inside of your jacket, and you'll make a Faraday cage.
I'll keep that in mind.
That blocks... The problem is, you have to stop radio signals going from the front of your hood. That's solved by using a fucking mask. Same deal, just wear a metal mask on the outside of your face. Apologies, I didn't mean to nerd out for a second there.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
This is my playground. Net running, cybersecurity, all... I quite literally run the place for cybersecurity here. So
Which
when
makes
people
sense.
start talking about my bread and butter, I'm like, yes, the field of expertise that I practice. Yay.
Hi, I'm
As for Armsy, his arms look very analog. I don't know how advanced they are, but if they have a wireless transmitter, he needs to remove that and instead put a physical interface on it, like a USB plug, a USB-C plug, something that allows you to access it through physical connection rather than wireless. As convenient as wireless connections are, in the modern age, they're incredibly insecure.
I can imagine.
Well, it's a good thing that his arms and stuff are very analog. There's not a single
Like,
wireless connection in there. It's all
extremely,
physical.
I would note that the reason I know this much about wireless transmitters is because I have one on the back of my fucking head that I can't remove. And I have to deal with the unfortunate downside of having it.
Well, you could just stick a camera on the end of it. Actually have an eye in the back of your head.
As much as I would like doing that, I'm already overstimulated by the fact that I'm looking through 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16 cameras at once.
Jesus.
I'm good.
You're still finding time to talk
Less
with
than
us.
ideal.
I'm playing 3 video games looking through 16 cameras, managing the door access to all sides of the building, and keeping an eye on Mr. Ollie's office all at once.
I can imagine, yes.
If I
How
was
are you
doing
not
any-
mentally shut down all the time?
See, that's the thing. If I were doing 3 more tasks, I would be in a full dive right now. I would have this chair in the back, laying in it limp, while I am managing all of the network.
And also
That's
playing
what
games.
a full dive is. Essentially, what a full dive is, you take your consciousness, it exits your body, and goes into the net.
Oh, yes.
And you manage the net.
Yeah, that's usually ice baths, isn't it?
I use a cryogenic stasis pod.
That also works, yes. Something to basically numb your body and keep your mind just focused on something else.
Most people... Oh, the stasis pod! So... What?
We need another... We need another bloody vampire drink.
Just go in the back with a drink and ask, dude to make it. Just make sure the glass is taken back to the kitchen and sanitized properly. Right. The cryogenic stasis pod was because of a separate issue. I use that because I'm used to using that. Most netrunners just use an ice bath. I use the fucking stasis pod because I was forced to use the stasis pod, and I didn't have a say in the matter, and that's all I'm used to using.
Yeah, now you're just used to it.
I don't sleep. I just pass out.
Don't we all?
You go through a REM cycle while in a full dive.
I know I went for a good few weeks where I was basically only passing out as opposed to sleeping. That was when I was remanaging my own network, really.
Yep.
It was more the factor of just remanaging stuff so that, well, the network of the compound in which we live in isn't all connected to only one thing. So that, at the very least, if someone were to try and hack into our more automated defenses, we'd at least get warning on it.
I was talking about network and cybernetics is driving my head up the wall.
Apologies.
This is why you're fine. To finish that part off, my personal advice, put all of your turrets on a private one-line network that is not connected to the net, does not have any external access aside from one point in the back of the building, the most important and most secure area. That way, whatever dickhead needs to come in here can't access it through the net because it's on a closed network on a PC that can't access. Two,
Remind me to talk about
the only way to access it is in the very back of the fucking building, the most secure section. So they have to march all the way through the building to get to it. While being shot by fucking turrets.
Yeah. Turrets on the outside connected to one network. Thumpers just simply connected to more of a server network. That only really just tells us if they're malfunctioning, really. Because there's not too much maintenance needed for a thumper, really. Just make sure it actually deters sand creatures and be done with it.
Yeah.
And the only
Yeah.
and there's only like a couple of cameras around the compound in the first place. One overlooking the main entrance point, one inside the warehouse, and one in the main bunker throughway, just to basically determine where my kin are.
That's good. That saves on your ammunition costs. For me, I use teleturrets, but that technology was given to me by another person, and I had to physically rebuild each of the turrets inside of my base to do it.
We just found a way to
That took 3
repurpose.
months.
That was just the way of it.
Over there. Yeah, it's the pay pad.
What's up?
Well, apologies for the, well, nerd talk, I suppose, but at least it's something to bring us to science.
It's a hover chair, yes.
Especially
Well,
when it
even
comes
if like a good chunk of it, even if a good chunk of it was in one ear, out the other.
That was given to me by one of my partners. I'm not actually.
No, I shouldn't comment on that.
I've had to actually explain that somewhere.
But no,
Fair enough. Well, I would be tempted to wander around and start talking with people. I also don't exactly know a lot of the people that I'm pretty sure Jack does.
This might throw in a joking sense. Because I was disabled and needed to use this chair for mobility at the time. And
There's quite a few
I
people over
think
there.
I'd be very comfortable around most of the people here.
No, maybe it's the factor of me just having gotten used to the metaverse so far. Given on the fact that I know I've had dealings and interactions, we'll call it, with undead alongside strange plant entities.
Jack already told me about that. You don't need to be too embarrassed.
I know that. That's why I'm at least saying it as a point, because at this point I might as well own it.
I had 100,000 credits to spend and I went over it by myself.
As bizarre as saying it will probably be. But hey, I guess I can add a dragon to the list thanks to Silas. God, me saying it like that makes me sound like a fucking slut. Azazel's supposed to be that. Granted, she's a...
Yeah,
I guess to use the same analogy, Azazel is a slut with purpose. Usually. Usually in terms of scamming people out of stuff online. Oh, fuck, right, yeah, Jack told me about that. Shit. Tell you what. At least in my form of recompense for that, because I wasn't, well, aware of it. Everything that we grab here is on me. Not you. Nothing. You will pay not a single credit. I'll make sure of it.
Well, fair enough.
Because, well, on the one hand, it's December, we can't exactly help it. It is part of biology. But at the same time, well, I do have to take responsibility. I am the family head. I am supposed to take responsibility for my family's actions. And this I can definitely take action for.
Well, you definitely stand out as a family head. You are a nice blue.
Fair enough, I am the one that's closest to my mother in terms of how I look. Well,
Your mother was blue?
I suppose. More blue, yes. Paracore, more of a deep blue.
I imagine she was probably very pretty looking.
Well, given the fact that she managed to wed and bed at least 7 husbands, I can only assume so. Either that or every single one of them was desperate, and I don't... Despite... Well,
Or at the very least, bed them.
True, at the very least, like, charm and bed at least 7. At least assume 7 anyway. The two males of the family, Jesse and the other one, will insist they come from the same father.
They do look very similar, I won't give them that.
They do have at least a twin hood to them, which is nice.
Everything in general? Gotcha. Yeah. Try to be careful in this city. It's not exactly.
No, actually, hold on. I'm gonna bug Silas real quick.
Oh, yes. Probably need to tell him
Not
about
about like all the stuff we
factory.
talk. Not about all the stuff that we talked about. I'm gonna bug him for schematics for some of his cybernetics.
I'll also need to bug
Just so I
him
can
later
look.
about trying to change the turrets, considering that, well, while it is convenient that he can just turn off the turrets at will, in a nice little remote he has, that is a glaring security flaw.
Security flaw if the person has the same remote.
Or gains access to the same function through hacking.
Let's be fair here. We're in a wasteland. There is no smart fucker out there that actually is able to do that. Not effectively, anyway. And besides, even if they did, they just walk in and get the shit kicked out of them.
They think they own the place. I realize that shit's happening. I call Jack back, or get one of our resident Transformers to handle it. And, well, them and whatever fucking horse they rode in on gets swiftly eradicated. To be fair, in fairness, it's more just my own peace of mind, really, so I'm not accidentally thinking about what if this happens with the turrets, what if this happens, etc.
Well, okay.
Because frankly, the thumpers are simply only the first line of defense against sand creatures. Turrets are only the first line of defense for humans.
Well, here's a thought. We can probably do all that rewiring and extra network stuff. Like next year. Or
Yes,
in the
after
year.
December at least, once we've gotten this fucking cycle out of our system. Well, it has.
Then we can spend a lot of time. We can spend time relaxing, and then like there's stuff there. Then we can sort out all the turrets and extra shit, and
It's much
whatever
nicer
else needs
to.
doing.
The heat cycle is much more enjoyable when you actually have a partner to share it with.
I can imagine.
And I'll say no more on it.
I mean, I'm not really working on anything. I'm trying to bug one of my other friends for schematics right now.
What are you building? You might be able to help.
Well, okay. My projects right now, I'm making big fists, but that's my personal schematic. I don't really want to bother sharing people with it. I'm mainly just bugging someone for schematics so I can just look at them and see how his eye and arm is built.
Yes. I'm at least aware that he did get surgery in the waterfront district for the sake of replacing and getting new vocal cords in, and frankly, he sounds lovely.
If you want to know how cybernetic arms and eyes work, I can help you with that one. Or specifically theirs.
I like to have a better, more in-depth look at stuff here. More hands-on approach. I have 3D schematics.
Plus, I suppose
Can I
it's
see your tablet for a second?
I suppose it's a different thing considering
Let
Silas
me
is
think
more.
about that.
Silas is more dragon-like
Okay, sure.
than cat-like.
I gotta touch your tablet. I gotta stick my finger in it. It'll make a beep noise and just hand back. There you go.
Huh.
Those are all of the cybernetics I've ever taken apart, and it's just basically arms and feet. Low quality arms and feet, but it's arms and feet.
Well, a decent way to make sure that Jack isn't the only synth
That almost
doctor
maxed out my storage space.
So, I like to walk around a desert, and sometimes in that desert, people have arms and legs that ain't organic, and sometimes after those people have nasty falls and their heads explode, I take their body parts off and I take them apart and put them back together.
It's fine.
Make sure to communicate with people, you know what I mean?
We can't say people I do that. We gotta be tactical about who cares, they're raiders.
True. Scrappers of the
taking their
wasteland
card.
are fucking idiots. If they were smart, they'd actually try and talk with you properly as opposed to just going, metal, Gerner, or whatever the fuck they end up saying.
Most of the time they yell, "We want your legs," and then I say no, and then I shave their skulls and my feet.
At the very least, they're at least direct with what they want.
Do you need blueprints for guns? Because I got gun blueprints too.
Oh, no, I don't need to worry about guns.
Massive fucking cable.
To be fair, like, Silas, our friend, tends to work more with antique firearms. Like, I gave him a Mossberg 500 to work on for a while ago.
And he also makes more modern firearms too on occasion.
On occasion, yeah, he's a tech head he's a tech boy of the wasteland.
Yeah,
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he's
I
ultimately
like to
using the wasteland to basically skip out on taxes, which, fair enough, he is a very beautiful
Good
tax
idea.
dodger in that case.
I like to go out into the desert, remove the lovely inhabitants of their vehicles, specifically the ones with guns on them, and then I bring them home and I take the guns off, and then I learn how the guns work, and then I can kind of rebuild the truck and make it all working condition, and I leave it in my backyard. I got so many random ass cars back there. Some of them have armor plating, some of them don't. We have an ice cream truck. It works. I don't know how. All I did was kick it and it turned on and it worked.
If it works, it works. That's usually a grand motto of technology in the wasteland. If it works, it fucking works, sod it.
Well, if you have a shit ton of vehicles, like, sitting around somewhere, we could probably come take a look at those at some point. Whenever
They
we're
work,
available.
if they work, they're all drivable. Some have guns, some don't have guns. Some have armor, some don't have armor. Some are full of bloody stains.
Naturally.
Naturally, we could take any number of guesses as to what potentially happened.
They magically got hit with a car.
While inside the car.
Magically,
Horrific
sure.
ghost. Possibly one of the ghost Elvises, I wouldn't be surprised.
That implies there's more than one ghost Elvis.
I've been looking at
I wouldn't be
I've been
surprised.
looking at a raider. He has this long truck thing. He calls it his monster RV. I want to steal that.
That does sound actually
Fair
good. Oh, we should make something like that.
It's like
I'll put it on the docket.
it's giant and it's full of barbed wires and it has a wheel on the front.
That's
that
a
falls
moving
off,
fortress.
And you can throw it and crush things. Yeah, it has guns on top. It's amazing. I want to steal it. But at
Turn
the same time,
combined
I don't
monster
wanna
truck
steal it.
and RV.
For some reason.
That's a definite project we could work on. Because I know what
He
one
also
of the
keeps
things
cars in
our
the back of
family business has a habit of doing in the wasteland is usually
Hello.
fixing up vehicles for people and then setting them out, usually dune buggies or whatever off-roaders or flyers they have. Very rarely we get a corporate AV. Oh yes.
One guy brought in a
And
tank.
building my own
I
bike.
heard about that story.
Oh right, yes.
What kind of tires do you use for this bike?
Depending on the tire, depending on the bike, it's either the ones I just scavenge or the ones I will buy. But most of the time, I just scavenge and switch out the new ones with the old
Dune
ones.
buggies are hilarious because while the shape stays the same, they're always in a completely different condition every time. I know I remember
Right,
seeing
so
one
that's
brought in
funny,
that was
some
actually
really
on
big tires.
bicycle wheels as opposed to
No.
any regular wheels. I didn't. And if
I
they,
think the funnest thing I have so far
If it works, it works.
is my trike. You ever want a blueprint for a trike? Let me know because I have one because I've built one from scratch.
see, those
So,
actually
keep
look.
that in mind for the
It
The
might
future,
few times
maybe.
I've seen something like that, they're very
Might
confidently
be-
made.
Might be made out of 3 combined together 18-wheelers. but it works.
I was talking like tractor tires.
Oh, no, I don't need any tractor tires.
Maybe in case you wanted to make the
I
monster
don't have a
out of it.
tractor. Oh, don't get me
I just had
started.
a crazy idea on the spot.
Oh no.
In fact, you know what? I'll tell you later. Tell you later, actually.
Alright.
No, it's another one.
Ice cream truck.
Don't worry about it. What?
Hover pads.
To be fair, at this point, well, we have an eclectic range of vehicles available, including ones that turn bipedal, for fuck's sake.
Alright, we're gonna get the ice cream
Well, those ones are less vehicles and more living life forms.
True. I keep forgetting what's on some parts of the menu. What was?
Downward.
I don't want to get myself too drunk. It's December, for fuck's sake. I'd rather not start the cycle early.
I can't reach it.
That's fine. I can just...
I'll figure it
That
out.
would be interesting.
Oh, now you have it.
It's just readjust myself.
One thing at a time,
Fine,
we're not gonna make
fine.
war machines today. It's Christmas. We gotta do that next.
Santa hats we always have excluded from the database with the turrets. Halloween is the main thing that's not celebrated in the West.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm sure I've already told you that harrowing story.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I got into the Pokemon thing. I was too young to actually be a trainer. You have to be 10. So I was like, okay, I'll...
Yeah, that's my question. You hungry? Because I'm hungry.
Sure, I can get something. Alright, what do you want?
Pokemon parent from the games and just sending...
Oh, I did hear your story about what happened with the Korean barbecue with Jack.
One of the platters. But which one should we go for?
Have something to feed us for the night, I suppose. Neptunes?
Sure.
It's a good chunk of variety. And for drinks... Well, I'm not a simp, I never use. So. I mean, I'm not going to... No, I'm not even going to attempt to joke on the nature of you potentially being a simp just on the factor of not seeing your legs. Because that's not how that fucking works.
What does that even mean?
I don't actually know. I have no idea. Frankly, if I was turned into a synthetic during Halloween, if I was, as Jack called it, synthesized for October, at the very least I could at least see what a flavor stick feels like. I've at least been told by
maybe
someone who was
something
synthesized.
to keep in mind for next October.
Fair
probably
enough.
not.
As far as Jack told me from someone that was synthesized during October, there's a funny way of him putting it, but it makes sense.
Why are we going on about flavor sticks?
I don't know, it just sparked into my head. Apparently, according to Jack, from other people, flavor sticks taste like you're constantly sipping on something.
Huh.
Just coming
Well,
from
anyway.
wherever you put the port. I don't think it would be comfortable to have a port of any kind of USB or whatever jack-in port on the inside of your mouth. That would just be uncomfortable. I don't think that would even
Can we
work.
order food or drink now?
Sorry, what drink would you like?
Glass of scotch. Scotch is pretty good.
Glass of scotch. For you, at least. For me... Let's see. Oh.
Thank you.
We're also looking to order the Neptune
Fast on
platter.
that one.
With me, I'll take rum on the rocks. Then. A glass of rum on the rocks. And with that, that's 150 total.
I wasn't even looking. Yeah, Neptune sushi platter is 100 creds, huh?
150 total, so that's already about.
We grew the
No, it's
fish
like
in-house in that tank, and we fish them out every day and literally serve up fresh sushi.
Sure. Even if I'm not sure if it's anything fourth-dimensional, but on my end they're all escaping.
That's those are holographic. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I figured as much. Thank you. Let me put this by myself.
Atmosphere. Wink, nudge.
True. It does look nice.
The tank itself, we actually fish out of. It's a fish breeding tank. Ironically enough.
Alright, let me pay 150. There we are. Well, they had free hands. Free hands just sound less convenient than two, to be honest. That might just be me.
Having more than 2 arms is relatively inconvenient unless you have a tailor.
I suppose it depends on how convenient you have it.
Now I wait for the sushi platter.
Yes. At the very least, if they didn't actually take that order, we at least prepaid it. God, I keep forgetting how, like, somehow sweet and bitter it is at the same time. I keep forgetting, yeah, sweet and sour are the opposites. Bitter is a different thing.
It hits you like a ton of bricks, don't it?
Especially when you've got the bricks in the glass in the first place.
I very much firmly taught her that combat is not the only way to be a hero. And now she wants to try to be
Well, that's how his eye works. That is surprisingly detachable.
Huh. I suppose that's probably why he was helping Azazel with her little eye project to give to Jack.
There's even a small spot where a wireless connection would have been, but I guess he just scrapped that idea.
Probably for the best.
That does sound funny. Like, imagine he wants to peek around a corner, but he feels like it's too risky, so he just grabs his eye and tosses it around the corner instead.
Not the worst idea. Most people would just think, how did a marble get here? And the worst thing that would end up happening would just simply be them taking it and putting it in their pockets.
with my wooden sword. Yeah, with my wooden sword, mind you, because I don't want to hurt the guys. Even though I realized that, like, you made of steel.
There really is not a single wireless connection in here.
I figured the same is the same.
This goes off and it's only.
Yes.
It's like this connection for the eye just kind of it cuts off because it leads into the heart schematic.
I figured the same is probably the case for Jack. I mean, you see those fucking gears turning in that damn backpack of his. I'm pretty sure the eyes are probably the most actually technologically advanced thing in there.
Well, naturally.
And those things break every time he comes back with a broken pair of them every fucking time.
He's an aggressive bastard, but he won't hurt me though, because every time he does come after me,
That's pretty hard. From what I can tell, Silas's arm is relatively similar to Jack's, with the main differences being in the aesthetics and where some things are placed and what parts are used.
I suppose it would make sense. If you want a prosthetic arm, you want to at least make sure your blood's still flowing the same way it used to.
Or at least mostly the same. From what I can tell, this doesn't involve like the blood vessels in any capacity.
Fair enough.
It's just, yeah, it goes right back into the heart schematic as well.
Well, yeah. I mean,
No wonder it chugs energy drinks.
I mean, again, that bloody glowing heart he has. Wouldn't be surprised if it is just if the energy drinks are just purely to fuel that engine. Not the worst way to power an engine, right? Could be from the blood of virgins.
Huh?
I'm saying that the blood of virgins is probably a worse fueling method than energy drinks. If he, I'm just trying to joke. All right.
Well, it kind of fell flat on my face, it fell flat on its face. It fell flat. Because I'm a little stupid.
In fairness, I have
Despite
a bit of
my
alcohol in my
engineering
system
prowess.
in December, for fuck's sake. It's inevitable I'm going to be a little stupid.
Oh, fair.
In fact, this is probably this and the margarita are probably the only alcohol I'm willing to grab, lest I start accidentally getting heated.
And you're not currently with your boyfriend, so that would be less
No.
than ideal.
No, and I'd rather not have Silas and Jack mad at me. As lovely as you are, I've already got a person.
And that person is also lovely.
True.
I imagine, anyway.
You are veritably correct.
That's kind of silly.
So I imagine he's lovely. But when I
Yes.
say someone's lovely, I mainly talk about their personality and how they are.
Yes. Incredibly caring.
One thing I can say for certain is that he is hot. I can see why you like him.
True. I mean, you take one look at those abs. Just don't get me heated.
You should probably not think about it too much. To be fair, your mind drifted to them, and I didn't really frown that.
Yes, but you did at least start the gears turning, I suppose.
Shouldn't drink this, this is too fast.
Well, I mean, I just took sips. Relatively quick sips, but sips nonetheless.
Training together because, like, I was like, hey, it's a long process, right? And I kind of realized these guys, they just kind of learn moves as they start to like develop.
Oh, that can work for my absolutely insane idea. So I just found just spot a big old tanker that's presumably full of fuel of some kind. I say presumably, not entirely sure if it is. Might have already been scavenged, but there's a big fuel tanker that's a mile to like 3-ish miles from the main warehouse. From what I can tell, anyway.
I mean, again, I'm still definitely.
I'm just guessing. I'm not great at. I'm not great at like guessing distance.
I'm certainly still pleased about the effort you had of bringing approximately half of a helicopter, a VTOL-style helicopter, alongside an APC over to the compound. Plenty of parts we can utilize. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of the APC parts were used to help buff up Jack's arms.
Plenty of parts well, some of them have already gone to good use. Some of those parts are in my gauntlets.
Exactly. After all, APCs are meant to withstand, fuck it. APCs of that caliber, especially the one you brought in, those are practically designed to withstand a fucking direct missile strike. Even though I'm not Silas, so I can't exactly determine how big the missile would need to be in order for it to be a problem for the thing. Presumably at least bigger than RPG size.
Like from what I know, like that kind of APC can withstand like 5 or 6 RPG-7 rockets.
Sheesh. Fucking
Roughly.
Oh, speaking of vehicles, actually, any word on the truck? Have more people been fooled by the fucking thing?
Well, less people have been fooled by the cardboard cutouts. There's still the oddballs every once in a while. Idiot.
Fucking morons. It is still extremely
As for the actual whereabouts, some people spot the it looks like the same tire trails going off into a foresty area. I wasn't even aware there was one there in the waste.
Well, from what I saw on MetaMeet, apparently there is a farmer, apparently 50 miles away from Zephyra, so where we live is wasteland, and presumably on a good, different 90-degree angle to Zephyra City totally, there's probably actually Greenland. And Farmature and
seems to have been spotted going into a forest. Don't know if it's actually the same tire tracks, because these tires also match up with another vehicle that people have spotted. And some people have spotted an actual armored truck going around. Definitely a different style and coloration. But that seems to be that's banged. That's taken a couple of rockets, I think.
Fucking Christ. That definitely has. If it's obtained in the wasteland, then it's definitely the vibe of no, it's not the 100k truck. Don't care, shoot it.
So there's a few people who are trying to grab that. I don't exactly care. The actual truck we're looking for. Actually, hold on. Oh no, that's most recent truck of the most recent pick of the armored truck, not the red one, was a few days ago. So we don't know where that could be either. So either the red truck or the armored truck has gone into the forest.
Highly possible. I mean, me wandering into places will net you surprisingly effective results.
Sometimes.
I mean, Jack ended up finding a portal into a snowy wasteland, and I ended up finding a very nice bunker for the goals of what I'm trying to deal with Tony.
Was it Silas who gave you that?
I forget who it was. It might have been either way, but one of us did. Plus,
either way, you
excuse to go walking
at
through
least
the forest trail is always nice.
Either way, you at least went out to go and check the location in some capacity.
All things considered, I don't know why people can find walking along a forest trail soothing. I ironically find it more tense than just walking through the deserts.
If it's a bright sunny day, I can probably understand it. If it's the afternoon, sun setting, and you make it out before it's the dead of night, sure, I can understand that. Dead of night, nope, get out.
Terrible idea. That's why the most dangerous creatures tend to come out, if I'm told right. Then again, the same is true of the desert. Traveling at night will reduce the risk of potentially overheating your vehicle, but also run the risk of attracting big sandworms. Alongside sand scorpions and crabs. Or slash crabs.
Good thing the truck, not the one here, the one I'm working on in the warehouse, that one, the blue one.
Yes, the ones I heard you knock the railings off the flatbed.
Yeah, to replace.
Yes.
Yeah, thankfully with that truck, I'm trying to work on a new cooling system for it. I'm debating water cooling. debating.
What is happening over there?
I don't know. I'm not gonna question it.
I'm almost tempted.
I'd rather not if they're being that loud about it.
Well, I'm not going to interrupt our conversation to go and check, at the very least. I guess I'll only interrupt if, well, a bartender ends up actually coming up to us. Though, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if we need to take a booth in order for the thing. Oh,
Let me know if did you guys need something? I heard bartender. Like, came over. Yeah.
Evidently both of you did.
Percy and I have big ears.
We do.
That makes four of
my
us.
ears are so big sometimes I can hear people having conversations I shouldn't be able to hear.
Also, you sometimes get that fun, weird glitch that
Ghosting.
happens to your eyes, where it projects ghosts of people that are in private, locked doors, and she can hear them. It's the best glitch.
Oh my god, I have had that so many times happen where I'm at meat rack walking around and I hear some very wild things and I'm like, you're deposing. What are you
Very
doing?
wild things
Yeah.
that should be in a classified document, I assume.
Useful
Yeah.
for blackmail, I assume.
It's happening primarily with the brothel. If you might want to let Ader know, he does their magical security. He can talk to them.
Yeah, no, it's only a me issue. Weirdly enough, and it only happens with people from Foxtech. Which is even weirder.
Never mind. I would say tell Vice
Strange
to the
and
captain,
mysterious.
but you know what? Don't fucking worry about it.
I'm not.
Useful
It's some
for
weird
blackmail, I can
extra-dimensional
only assume.
bullshit. No, whatever I hear, I ignore it. 'Cause sometimes I hear
Fair
the.
enough.
We're not going to talk about it, like, at least twice in the brothel. Yeah, you can try and put the two and two together, what was happening.
Yeesh.
Fair enough.
But yes, I helped. I believe I prepaid for a Neptune platter.
You want
I
to get the
got
Neptune platter?
I don't know which one the Neptune platter is, but I'm just going to wing
I
it.
believe it's the one with
It's
multiple
next to Ollie's.
duos.
I got it.
According to what you and Jack have said, RZ seems to have accidentally gotten the wrong platter for you two at one point.
Yeah.
It's getting the Korean
either way.
barbecue story.
But either way, it ends up being nice in some capacity.
Well, the food is good. That's much as a definite. Still feels weird.
I'm almost just.
Sorry. Yours is probably more relevant.
Well, not really. It's more of I was going to go on about Silas's schematics.
No, that is more
well, I'm
relevant to a
just-
previous conversation I was about to completely curveball.
Fair enough. I'm almost disappointed. I am disappointed that I couldn't look at the heart schematic because Silas has misplaced it somewhere. He has no idea where it is.
That's concerning. At the very least, I'll check my room just in case.
Or at least the digital copy of it, which is probably the original. Every other physical copy is, well, a copy.
Yes. Mainly because, do you know how difficult it is to get colored fucking printer ink in the waste?
Sorry, she's on her way. I had to explain the
Oh.
kitchen to her the way Ollie explained it to me.
Oh,
Alright.
fair enough.
Oh my god.
Let us know.
It's two of each. It's at like what? Crab rolls, salmon, tuna, something else? Am I correct? You're closer to the menu than me.
Yep. Should we take this to a booth, actually?
Yes, it'd probably be wiser to be honest. Oh, nearly clocking me in the jaw. I'll let you move first, then I'll get out and try and help you carry it.
A big fuck-ass tree coming through.
Yeah, I can help you carry it now.
Well, you don't really need to. It's not that heavy, all things considered.
Well, it's best for peace of mind.
Well, fair enough. Look, if I can lift those heavy as hell gauntlets just fine, I think I can carry this.
It's more about balance of the thing because, well, you're risking them falling off.
I got it.
Come on. Let's put this down here. There we go. Now, let me see. What was this? Why is there a shaker here? 2 crab roll burritos, 2 salmon nigiri, tuna, and shrimp. Oh. Shrimp, tuna, salmon, crab. Take a pick.
I haven't had salmon in a while. I remember salmon being really good.
Yes, and we have dips. I think the burrito might be a little too big for dipping.
No, it's perfect size, Raelynn.
Take a look at the size of the shrimp nigiri in comparison with my fucking hand. Good lord. I'm not sure what fucking shrimp they found in order to make this nigiri, but good lord, it's big. Much like some assets
we're
I could
both
name.
relatively small.
That's the one I'll win.
I get it. I get it. Ass.
To be fair, that seems to be an odd habit with people that in the compound at this point. A lot of them seems to have a nice butt. If Silence is to be believed.
Including... I guess that includes Silas, doesn't it?
At the very least him, according to me, and me according to him. So...
Well, hey, at least we have like one of each for both of us to have.
Yep.
I should
And
have done
free...
this with Jack. Fuck! Oh well.
What did you go with, Jack, when you were here last?
I believe it was... Well, I think it was a shrimp platter last. And also whatever the hell RZ brought to the table at one point.
Presumably that means you had, like dosage of skewers. Both
Wait, we had
Palace and
skewers on our
Narco.
first 2 visits, I rember.
To be
Well,
honest,
it's my first 2 visits here anyway.
the only reason I know what Narco is, that Narco is supposed to be pronounced like that, is simply from hearing Ollie himself say it at some point. Because he did used to be from there, if I recall him saying correctly.
Well, fair enough.
And there's a lot of cities. There's a lot of fucking cities. Zephyra, Narco, Sol, New Eridu, Metro, Shine.
That's a new one.
That was something I ended up picking up for one of the travelers. There's probably even a couple more off the top of my head that I don't exactly remember.
Well, there's also the ones that our resident Transformers have mentioned.
Oh yeah, Cybertron.
What was that?
Well, that's more a planet, isn't it?
Well, that's a bit. I believe they've mentioned Kaon a good couple of times. I imagine that's probably a city.
Or at least a location.
And I think one of them mentioned Iacon?
That
Or
has to be a
Iacon?
city.
Iacon? One of them.
Iacon sounds like a city.
I haven't had the shrimp yet.
Yes, you can have. We'll have one of each then. Let me take a.
Well, yeah, I was already working
Let me take
on
a
that.
salmon then.
So I've already had like, you know, I've already had like one of these over here, and well, now I just have the shrimp.
I can see why Jack
also the
recommends all
burrito.
the dishes. Yeah, I mean, look at the size of the fucking thing. Even when it's just one bit.
I could make a joke. I don't know if it'll land though. Is the burrito... Is the size of the burrito comparable to Silas?
In girth, yes.
Okay. Good to know.
What, are you plotting to bed him too?
No.
If anything,
No,
we've
but-
turned the business relationship into a long-standing one. Or at least hopefully
It's like,
long-standing.
I understand. It's like, I understand that, well, that you have Silas, and, well, even if he didn't have you in a capacity, I wouldn't be able to have him because he's gay.
That is a fair point. And well, hopefully the thing with Azazel doesn't happen again. Or at least, if it does, it's actually
Hopefully not.
consensual between you two rather than her forcing herself. Fuck. Rather her going basically feral on you. I still deeply apologize on that, but hey, you at least still have this. Jesus Christ. Well, okay, one of these comparable
How am I
to
gonna
his
eat
death
this?
at least. Good question. Like any burrito, I suppose. Very messily.
Well, you make a fair point.
Yeah, hold the bottom of it. Hold the bottom of it over the plate. So if the worst happens, the remaining nigiri just simply get additional dressing. Oh. Oh, before I forget, while you do that, let me take this back. Because I assume it's not meant to be here. I'm here to return a shaker we found at our booth, assuming it's not meant to be there.
Not anymore. It was probably somebody's suicide, and now it is mine.
I'm going to assume that's a drink term.
Yeah, so suicide is a common thing across bars that you'll find in this city. Basically, it's they take every alcoholic drink and pour it into one cup.
Ah, yes. The ancient alcoholic metric of fuck it.
Yep.
Still nursing it, or have you already eaten the fuck it? Or have you already caused it to spill? Basically everything but the seaweed.
Oh, still working through it.
Yes, you're still about halfway through by my estimate. And coated the tuna nigiri with quite a bit. So it's the only nigiri left. Probably burst in your
Well, at
mouth
least the
just
only
as
one-
much as fucking dumplings, doesn't it?
Well, the only thing that's left for you anyway. I already had one.
Yes. Tell you what, at least this way I can at least ensure my tuna nigiri is properly dressed. Good lord. This thing is hefty. Shut. Shut. Just because it's true. God, oh, fuck.
Yep. To be expected.
To be fair, it sounds weird on the idea, but I guess once it happens once, might as well just hold the bottom like a fucking ice cream cone and be done with it.
There we go. How the hell did I work through the entire thing so fast? Then again, I was hungry.
You are taking after Jack, after all. Is a habit of wolfing down an entire You probably would wolf down an entire platter like this if he could. Probably did.
Oh, fair enough.
And probably did. I've seen the size of some sushi servings. They're almost as big as my fucking head sometimes. Like, let me...
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
If I end up eating the entire platter, some people would probably assume that I'm pregnant and eating for two.
Careful, that may actually be the case soon, assuming you end up getting a little frisky with Jack once his pack is finally off. That is inhibiting the typical sexual desires of a lagomorph, by the way. I'm pretty sure the Oza sushi is the ones that have like basically a giant serving of sushi. It's big enough to be my fucking face.
Thank you for derailing what I was about to say.
Sorry, that was what I was originally trying to say, but we like tangented off to Jack.
But I doubt he would want to try and get me pregnant, even if he didn't have the pack.
No, he did express a desire to not be a father, but who knows, you'll probably change that.
I don't really know. I don't know if I would be a good mother.
Either way, if you do become a mother, you at least have plenty of, well, uncles and aunts-in-laws.
Oh, fair.
Good fucking god, look how dressed this thing is at this point. Fucking Christ. Practically a fucking hot dog at this point. Just without the fucking buns. Wait, hang on. Let's get this. Okay. Fuck it. Just takes the whole fucking dip. All the goddamn brown dip. I mean, hey.
Jesus Christ.
We paid to use it. It's not that big of a bowl for it. Might as well at least dress it up like a proper hot dog. God, that hits.
That's a lot of sauce.
Yeah, that hits. I was like, I don't know. I don't think that's barbecue. I'm pretty sure that's something else. Fuck, it could have been wasabi. Oh well, I've already made my bed.
And well, as far as I can tell, you can probably take heat a little better than Jack.
A little bit, yes. Considering he's not the one prone to overheating, for fuck's sake. Right, now you can flip it. God, okay, yeah, I feel bloated. And
Well, I know what to order. I know what to order if I do get pregnant.
in case you want to eat it alone. The only thing missing out of our, well, I guess, nigiri plattering is just a umagi, which I'm assuming is an eel of some sort.
I don't know.
To be honest, you probably could order the Atlantis sushi platter instead, if you come in with Jack next. After all, 4 of jumbo of each. Those are probably pretty sizable.
Well, fair enough.
Yes. This is a nice night out at the very least, and with no relationship expectations.
Even if it would have been nice to come here with Jack, and it probably would have been nice for you to come here with Silas.
But to be honest, knowing us, it's probably for the best that we do it like this. That way, we don't have any potential heat putting up and have to spend 5,000 credits on a private room?
Something like
Was
that.
it 500?
Was it 5 something?
5 something or other. It's either 100 or 1,000, and whichever one is actually the truth will make me significantly less bitter about Jack spending.
Oh, hey, oh.
Oh?
I think we found out which truck went into the forest.
Oh?
The armored one got blown up.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's unfortunate of him. And well, odds are good he probably was driving around expecting a confrontation anyway. So... sucks to be him, I suppose.
Oh yeah, that's a piece of a landmine. I think I can gather one.
Oh. Oh, right, I keep forgetting about those old mines. Shit.
Oh, at least we know where the red truck is.
In the forest. And well,
Somewhere.
scrappers and forest don't tend to mix very well. I remember one scrapper gang that legitimately said that they were allergic to wood. I don't know how considering their entire camp was made out of corrugated metal and there wasn't a single fucking wooden plank anywhere, I'm inclined to believe it.
That sounds like complete utter nonsense, but well, if it adds up, it adds up.
Yeah, I'm living my mistake. Christ. Yeah, I need something. I'll need to buy some bottled water. Or a soda or something.
Probably a soda would be better, if only just because
Yes.
the sodas are sweet, and sweet stuff usually counteracts spicy stuff very effectively.
Let me take this empty platter back while I'm at it. At least it's easier to lift.
Get both for a soda, actually.
Alright, 2 cherry sodas. Actually, you cherry soda and me a whatever soda.
Yep.
Whatever takes my fancy at that point.
Running a non-profit, apparently. By non-profit, I mean I don't make any personal money off of the jobs that I do. Any of the money that I collect from people is specifically to pay for shit that I build. Material costs. That's it. What you need?
Let me just... Alright. Also, can I get... Oh, no, and they're gone. Never mind. Can I get a cherry soda and presumably, if you have it available, a blueberry soda?
Here's blueberry
Thank you very much.
and the cherry.
I ended up dunking the whole fucking dip of wasabi onto one of the tuna nigiri, and I'm currently living the consequences.
Ooh, that kinda sucks.
Alright, here's your soda. Let me put mine down and go and pay the 10 credits before I forget.
Want me to open the bottle for you?
If you want to, I'd much appreciate it. Let me just pay real quick before I forget. There we go.
Now, normally I would have brought my welder and used that as a bottle opener. However, my hands work just fine.
Because that's the intention of fucking... Much better, thank you.
Flick.
Eh,
Just flicks the bark over you. There you go.
fucking... Alright. Fucking... Alright, now I can feel the spice going away. Holy shit. I thought the lighter green looking fucking dip was wasabi. Fool me. More fool me, fucking Christ. Well, I know I spotted one of Jack's friends in the booth opposite us, on number 3. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. But in fairness, I did drink very fucking quick.
Yeah,
I should just let it
soda.
stew in my mouth for a bit, just so I can... Just so I can at least get rid of the spice feeling on my tongue, really. I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of the gulps, they went straight past the tongue and down the throat, no hesitation. Sheesh.
Why am I looking at goddamn ancient Minecraft videos? Why am I?
Or PvP boss. Oh, don't get me started on that shit again.
What?
Fucking, I remember that fucking video. Azazel watched that video. I wouldn't stop fucking randomly quoting it in the middle of her work for like a week. Just randomly going all PvP boss or parkour pro and then just giggling to herself like an actual psychopath. Fuck, I drained the shit out of it already. Only like a third of it left.
Get this out here.
That's on me.
I need to try and make my UI more purple.
Might be nice, but a blueprint is blue for a reason. I mean, I don't think it necessarily needs to be blue. I think it's just blue out of habit at this point.
Wait, okay. I mean, so long as all the key details can be seen perfectly fine, it's, well, fine. I can make
that's why people go deep
the
blue
background of
and
this
white.
UI dark. So I can make the background of this like a relatively purple color, and I'll keep the text white and, well, everything else white. Funnily enough, and it just works.
Yes. If you change the fucking background to black and keep like the actual detail part, the actual print of the blueprint white, and then try and print using our printers, I'm gonna fucking smack you.
Who the hell uses that much black ink on something?
People that absolutely hate others, I suppose. Because I don't think anyone willingly prints it black on their own printer. I think they mainly do it on other printers just as a prank.
Well, to be fair, if you were to print a picture of me, it would also eat all of your black ink.
That too. But at least with you, it's warranted. You have black fur. It's just, otherwise it's just black space for the sake of it. Much better. Mind you, I did have to at least review footage, like for Jack while Azazel was missing. Pardon. Fuck.
You're fine.
And well, at least when I know it's a more social thing, I only tend to skim through it. But I did spot that fucking flirt he did with you. I won't lie, that was very funny. And frankly, I want to fucking slap him for it. Preferably with that bottle.
No, with the bottle. Listen, if anyone's gonna slap him for it, it's gotta be me.
I suppose that is true. You already did give him a right good drubbing with your gauntlet.
Yeah.
I won't lie. I've not actually seen the visual of the eye recording in a fight actually go out that quickly.
Shame I didn't quite win. Probably because I got knocked on my ass towards the end.
True. And for what I could glean from, well, watching it on the television, watching it on, well, dodgy fucking television, because while we do have a satellite dish and radio tower, you know, we are connecting to a different fucking world, for fuck's sake. Or at least a channel that's on a different world, and I doubt they have that great of a, well, reach. Especially a world that as ravaged as Warworld is.
Open a portal directly in front of the satellite that leads to the actual world. Easy. That might work, actually, now I think about it.
That might work.
Test for another time.
That might work, but you know, Silas did modify my PDA to be more in line. Having the portal only open for about 5 seconds as opposed to the 10 that Jack has. And considering what I've learned about what other devices Jack may have on him, it probably isn't wise to try and modify the PDA right now. At least what Jack told me, anyway.
As of current. And well, I'm unfortunately aware of all of that.
Yes.
But hey, at least Azazel's back.
Yes.
Even if it did result in quite the circumstance.
Yes, again, I do still apologize profusely about that. But hey, at the very least we had a nice night out as a result of it.
Atlantis. It is now 30 minutes still closing.
That time flies.
30 minutes to wrap up conversations, get any additional orders, drinks, food orders, whatever you need.
I might as well see about talking with the steel fellow I recall Jack being friends with.
Making your way to the door. We appreciate
Oh, fair enough.
We're very happy to say
But I'll only...
Let me just finish this real quick.
Yes. If you want me to get you something else while I go and talk with them, then sure.
Well, I'd
I'll let you
rather not be
start
sat. I'd rather not be sat by myself for super long.
We could at least
well,
laugh with
conversations
him
tend to
about
drag a bit.
Jack's mild annoyance on the fact that he almost got shot immediately in the fight with him. Like, I won't lie, it was entertaining. It was entertaining just hearing just him going, shite, and then immediately, like, having to put his arms up to avoid getting fucking perforated. Thank you very much. Not sure if I want another drink, although you are a different story.
I can take or leave one. I don't really care right now.
At the very least, probably a little bit of alcohol to at least will dull that memory, if anything else.
Bitch, I already had one.
Fair argument. Fair argument. Fair argument.
I hope you guys enjoyed your stay. Thanks for coming by.
It's wonderful here.
Oh, we're still sticking around for a little bit, but we'll be off pretty soon.
Yes. Just wanted to have some natters with more of Jack's friends.
I know.
We're leaving, that's why I said what I said.
Fair enough.
Fair.
Fair enough. No worries.
Make yourself at home. There's
Yes, yes. As lovely as it is talking with people, I'd rather not be only talking to one person for the entire night. Hello.
Howdy
Hello.
Oh, you have the Ollie platter.
Friendship corner. Mm-hmm.
You already know me.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
pretty sure, Steel. I believe I recall talking to you before.
Who are you? I'm old and senile. Who are you?
Ancient dragon. Yes. Well, I'm the brother of Jack, at the very least.
Yeah, I know who you are. Don't worry.
Are you sure
And of course, how could I forget the beautiful lady next to you?
Yes, yes.
How's it going?
Chillin', introducing a new friend to socialization.
Fair enough.
Hi.
This is
Yes.
Pro. Met them today at Fight Finder, and they are very chill. They're very fun.
Oh, yes, I did hear Jack went to Fight
I
Finder,
can tell.
at the very least.
Yeah. The robot guy, right?
Yes, Armsy is his alternate, is his more station.
Yeah, he beat her up.
His brother and my boyfriend.
Yes, you did. You did a great
I
job.
broke his eye, and I ripped off his finger.
Presume Robot Finger.
How dare you?
Robot Finger.
Yes,
I would be a
yeah,
lot more
Robot
pissed with you if you
Finger,
tore
yeah.
off the actual
Finger,
finger.
What did you hear? Chirp pulled off his winger or something? Like, what did you hear? Rip off his penis?
So,
I would assume not.
That would be less than ideal.
For a lot of reasons. Even if he's probably not using it that much.
Oh, damn.
How else has he got pissed, dude? What the fuck?
Okay, fair point on that front. I'm
Okay,
just
you
saying
don't need
because
it
of
for
the
that, you
fucking
don't need
tax
it.
suppression.
Uh,
Also, heads up, when I had a platter, the darker dip is actually the wasabi.
but you know how you said we've been taking her out to socialize?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought we were getting soft tacos. They didn't have that. They got sushi.
Yeah, we're getting soft tacos later. Don't worry. We'll get soft tacos later.
You're becoming a pro.
We're having.
Bound to be someplace that serves them.
Yeah. I'm really good at it.
Yes.
You are good at this.
Yeah. My first time making friends. I'm doing really good.
Yes. And well, odds are
Yeah,
good.
you got, like,
Odds are good. One of the faster
4 or
ways to
5.
make friends with Jack is either gushing about his armature, or fighting him. Frankly.
Yeah,
I
see,
did
that's
both.
what I
Last
do.
one.
Hello.
Yeah. Fighting to make friends.
I don't fight
True,
people,
true.
I fight with people. I go on hunts with them.
I know I did hear a brief tell from Jack before I went out towards the. Before I went out to hear with Raelynn about the maniacal laughter you had during his fight.
Yeah, a little. I get a little
Nothing wrong
excited.
with it.
People play crazy.
There's nothing wrong with having a good laugh.
There's like 20 minutes left.
About
Yeah,
20
there
minutes,
is,
yes.
give or take.
Roughly.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And once
Fighting
we're
is all
done
about
here,
fun.
we'll go hunting, get you that pet rabbit you want, and then we'll get some soft tacos.
Yeah.
Feral rabbit, I presume.
Huh? What?
Feral? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a difference between
Oh, no.
my kind of rabbit and feral rabbit.
I mean, it'll be
little squishy one.
domesticated, but, you know.
Absolute fur orbs, feral rabbit. It's honestly hilarious. I remember spotting
How are
videos
you?
on your fucking tablet.
Hello.
Oh,
Come here.
hello.
Come here. Come here.
Why is everyone
Well
showing
means.
up as far as closing?
Well means, I mean, there's plenty of space.
Merry Quimish.
What is this?
Open it and find out.
Okay. When you open it, you see a hand-carved statue of yourself made out of obsidian.
Huh.
That is weird.
I'm doing handcrafts for everyone's Christmas gift, and I'm doing that. Like I just use whatever materials I have on hand.
You know, you wear a lot of black, so obsidian.
I got one made out of ice. Really pretty.
No, I'm just wondering what Jax is probably going to be made out
met
of.
them today. I haven't gone around to making his yet. It'd probably be some kind of metal because of his arms, probably like bronze or something.
Fair enough. Better than copper.
God, this actually has a deeper meaning because one of my best friends was obsidian.
Oh.
God.
I'm sorry.
Huh.
I missed that badge.
Well,
Thank you very much, Steel.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
I just went with obsidian because you wear a
Something
lot
to
of
remember,
black.
I
was like, I need
suppose.
to choose a color, and
What you got there?
obsidian worked.
It's fine.
What you got there?
Anyways, because I can remember it.
More rabbits?
Huh? What's that? I don't hear you.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to use wood for theirs.
How are you, Jonah, right?
Oh,
Yeah, he's
yes.
Jonah.
Yes, Jack's brother.
But yeah, the first time.
Good to see you again.
What you looking at?
Yes.
Videos of bunnies.
Christmas gift.
You see videos of bunnies on the screen.
I made
You're
it.
talking about like pets and stuff, and
I remember Jack having a talk with
apparently,
you. How did that go?
pet shops are not where you buy snacks. You're meant to keep.
It went interesting.
I'm gonna go
And
about it. They're
It's
taking
okay,
new
though.
developments also happened.
Oh, well,
That is a
have fun
nice
with that.
flower.
Yeah, I don't know what to call it. Though. I've never named anything.
Yeah, especially, well, yes, but she tries to pull it and you see it's not coming off.
I like some ideas.
Little
I'm
too
not
tight,
great at
I
naming things
suppose.
either. The only thing I can really say is, well,
It's not.
More of it's actually attached to
whatever
me.
immediately comes
Oh,
to mind.
fuck.
Whatever feels fitting for
What,
the.
like?
It's fine.
yeah.
It's actually fine.
I know what's gonna
I know,
come
I'm
to
just-
There's
mind.
a reason why it's
You mean
there.
attached like head?
Oh, fair enough.
I guess. I suppose if that is the case, careful not to grow a tree.
I'm not going to.
I know, just putting
Oh,
some
yeah.
There's a
levity on
specific
things.
reason why it's there,
Evidently
so-
being stabbed by a flower.
Maybe I'll just call it snow.
I
Oh,
am
well.
adorable, thank
Probably
you.
not the
But
worst idea,
also,
but-
love you.
Maybe you can ask whoever else is around.
Oh well.
Wow.
At the very least. Well, I'm not sure if Jack had probably
Yeah.
told you at the very least, but at least.
Yeah?
But
Can I
well,
name my rabbit Snack?
the family's back together, if nothing
I mean, you
else.
can if you want to, yeah.
That's good.
Whatever makes you happy.
Hopefully he can at least help you
Yeah.
with your
Hey, I'm not gonna
endeavors,
stop you.
Snacks make me happy.
even if I'm not going to remote.
Just don't eat
I have
snack.
no
Don't eat them.
fucking
They're
clue
your pet. You're not meant to
what
eat
the hell
them.
Jack is talking about when he
Yeah,
talks about
no,
whatever
I
you
learned that.
end up doing.
Don't eat.
Because I keep hearing tell of dreams and
Good.
gods and realms and what. It's just nonsense to me.
You do not want to know the amount of
It's cool
shit that I'm
nonsense.
dealing with right now.
It is cool nonsense. It is neat, nice sounding nonsense,
It's
but
not
still
cool.
nonsense.
It's not really cool when you start to hear and see things that you're really not supposed to.
No fault.
It's cool when you exclude those things.
Like how RZ seems to accidentally seem to hallucinate people in private talks. Or
Yes, but it's more of the sense of
Nope, they're off on an
accidentally
it's
chiming
something
in
I
with
can't
more higher
explain.
powers.
Pretty much.
Fair enough. I won't
And
press.
also learning and figuring out something.
Been sitting down for too long. Holy shit.
Well, at the very least, your business is your business. I don't need to meddle with whatever you and Jack seem to have going on. You know, on the fact that, well,
Might
I
talk
doubt
to
he's
him
looking
later
to obtain
tonight,
two.
because I have nothing else to do.
Because I'm not actually was that white, black, and red lagomorph with you related, or?
White,
When I remember
black,
spotting
red.
you when I was with Silas at karaoke last week.
Oh, that's my son.
Oh. Huh.
Adopted son, but yes, that is my son.
Fair enough.
I keep forgetting there is an odd compatibility between cats and rabbits. Hence,
here's more.
my sister, and you and Jack, evidently.
Anyway.
Sorry.
But I should possibly talk to Jack at the library about new situations.
In his own time, as far as I recall, he's currently busy.
Alrighty.
Not sure if he's available tomorrow. I'll need to ask him.
Yeah,
well, I know he does have a few. As far as I know, he does have a few things to sort out. As far as I know, pretty sure he does.
There's the usual business he has with Meterak, alongside the fact that he has to book that appointment regarding getting a surgery in.
True. Oh, well, there's that contract as well, but we need not discuss it.
Yeah, no, that's not needed.
You should get that sorted soon. Relatively.
Odds are good one of us two is probably going to have to lend an ear for his issues if he decides to have an info dump on you.
Yeah, no, he's info dumped on me as of late, and
Shade.
I don't mind.
About the problems he's been having?
Yeah.
I suppose if he's talking to you via dreams, that does remove the one problem he seems to constantly have. So, I guess in that case, keep at it.
Yeah, especially with, she just shows her mark on her own hand. With this, I'm able to keep contact.
Huh.
It's basically an emergency thing of they get access to my library, and at the same time, I'm able to be there and protect the person, just in case.
Right. Just in case. Well, with the amount of friends Jack makes, it's inevitable he'll make enemies. Especially considering those fuckers.
Well,
I feel like every day I come over or expose myself outside of my homes, I just feel like some shit's gonna go down. I can never really relax nowadays, it sucks.
I don't know.
I can relax a bit more thanks to the flower, but I always feel like some shit's gonna happen.
Personally, as long as it doesn't affect me and mine, I suppose it does. It's out of my jurisdiction, I suppose. Jack, well, with those arms, he goes wherever the hell he wants. For better or fucking worse for it. But he at least promised he'd stay home tonight. Mainly to help work on your thing alongside the little project. What do you call it? Project's heatsink? I don't know why he was naming it like it was a fucking military operation. It's probably to stop me from accidentally blabbing his plans away. Just in case, because I guarantee he's probably wanting to use it in a fight.
I know it is and you don't.
Oh, for you, bitch.
Oh shit, right, I do need to talk to him. Fuck, I almost forgot, I gotta give him his Christmas spell. Shit.
Perhaps tomorrow when he's less busy.
Maybe Azure or something, yes.
Maybe.
Could you keep a secret or the surprise for him?
Sure. I wouldn't be the head of the family if I kept spilling everything. Be no good at eating.
My plan for his presence, since he now knows a good chunk of magic and learns fast as lightning all of a sudden, to teach him a basic spell that Cookie actually taught me. Righteous Might.
Oh. I believe I remember hearing tell on that. That's the one that enlarges you, correct?
It enlarges and gives you an attack boost. Sadly, if you get hit too many times, aka any area of you, it goes away pretty quick, and it's also a major energy tank.
Considering the reservoir, it could be a help to him, or it ends up burning away half of his fuel line right then and there.
It's a good just in case. Because I know that sometimes he fights bigger enemies and stuff, to where I'm just like, you know what, even the playing field, have this as a just in case.
In fairness, Miss Matchius, you're a bigger opponent than Joe. So is she.
Most people are.
Yeah.
Most people are, definitely.
Even Wiz.
I'm saying
If I
Titan
recall
size.
correctly. Well, alright, fair enough. People like Steelhide and such. And well, he is not... Well, he's no stranger to trying to see if he could take on a mech by himself like an absolute fucking idiot.
What time is it?
For
Which time is going?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes. Let's go.
I'll see you around.
Yes.
I'm just always floating.
No worries. Yes. At the very least,
See you around, Jonah.
hopefully you don't turn Jack into, well, someone that'll let power go to his fucking head.
That is the one thing I will prevent 24/7, considering I was that person.
And especially considering
I
that your gift
literally-
to him is to give him double the strength and size.
Hey, listen. I give it to him, but I can take it away.
Taking away a Christmas gift away from the person you already gifted it to? Heinous. A kid.
Hey, if it's better for him, I will take it.
Maybe test
This
it.
is that wouldn't be the first time. That wouldn't be the first time that I actually took somebody's powers. Because
Fair enough.
too strong.
I may know jack and shit about magic, but, well, you at least are, at the very least, you're teaching him to be responsible about it. You know how fucking, I'm going to be honest, do you know how weird it is to hear your brother just suddenly talking about how vibrant your soul looks? That is some cryptid shit. Raelynn. Alright. I was gonna say, that is some, like, old folklore type shit, to be honest.
Well, apologies, but still. It does look interesting, though.
Fair enough.
I'd rather not get further into the realm of magic right now. I'm already confused by networks and shit, so...
Yeah,
just go.
like, I suppose network is kind of technology, science's own version of magic, I suppose. Well, as far as I understand it, magic is more the science of nature. Whereas...
It's a science of goddamn... It's a science of something that is goddamn incomprehensible. I don't know how people do it. Anyway, let's
well,
do
I mean,
that.
well, alright. Well, look. if I recall right, I remember hearing a phrase simply saying, magic is simply science that's unexplained. Probably an absolutely garbage and inaccurate proverb, to be honest, or saying. But, well, something to keep in mind, I suppose.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't particularly care right now, so...
Whatever. At the very least, I still have my PDA, so we can at least go home. To be fair, I suppose these advertisements aren't exactly the jurisdiction of Atlantis, more just the place itself. At least here I could open a portal for about 5 seconds. Go. I'll have it close and just follow you afterwards.